to our next guest, right? Upcoming on our schedule, we have two people talking about innovative creation unveiled. CloudFest Hackathon in review.
Who was attending the hackathon?
Yeah.
Okay, we got the crowd going. Very
yeah.
good. Yes.
That's amazing.
Okay. Then you know Jeff. I don't have to tell you anything about. We don't have to tell you anything about Jeff. So you all know what's happening at the hackathon. You guys knows as well. So stick close, guys. It's really, really amazing what happened this year in hackathon, like every year. But this year was amazing, and the next speaker is going to tell you why.
Yes.
What?
So let's bring him to the stage. Carol Olinger and Jeff Hardy.
Woo! Here we go.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Wow.
Woo!
Didn't I just see all you guys over another building over? What the heck? Man, well, now you're here as well. That's amazing, right?
What the heck? That's a
Wow.
really brilliant
What
pun.
the heck? What the heck? Oh, man,
What
you
the
got
heck?
me. You got me. You got me. I'm going to put this here, too. Well, this is the results phase of the whole thing. So we're here to talk about what we did, and we have abbreviated presentations for everybody. But real quick, let's talk about the basics of the hackathon. First of all, one more time, because nothing happens in the world unless somebody's paying for it, and we had some great sponsors this year. We had Automatic with their Codable, Ionos, Intel, we had Web Pros, everybody. So I know some of you guys have heard this before, and some of you are new, but please, a round of applause for our sponsors.
Give it up for Hackathon partners. Thank you.
Right? Okay, once again, the volunteers, the people who made this happen. Let's start with Lucas Radke, right? Lucas, where are you?
Lucas. Yay.
Ah, there you, I didn't even
Over
see you stand there. Lucas Radke. Also, Alain Schlesinger. Alain, you're in the back.
Over there.
And as I keep saying, the #1 undisputed MVP, top star, champion of Hackathon, Carol Olinger.
Oh, that's me.
That's you. That's you.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. She worked so hard to make this a good experience for everybody, and it all showed. And I think, you know what? I think I've been to every single hackathon, even the one they had in Phoenix, Arizona for CloudFest, and I think this was the best yet.
This was definitely the best. And you know what? We said it last year already.
Yeah.
And I can't believe, first of all, it was already a year. I mean, it felt like yesterday. And we said it was the best in 2022. And we definitely made this one even better. So thanks to all of you who were there with your amazing ideas, and it is just mind-blowing what you all achieved. So a round of applause for all the hackers in the room, please.
Wonderful. So here's the thing. 2022 bar, 2023 bar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What can we do
Pressure.
next year?
Pressure. But here we are. Okay, so the first up, we have the Joomla project. Who's here to tell us real quick about the Joomla project?
We're gonna find out real soon, because I had conversations with Elias and Elisa, but I can't see them in the room. But that's not a big problem, because we have a backup here.
Let's hear it.
Where's Lucas again? Can you come up, please?
Boom.
Lucas was one of our amazing project mentors, and Team Joomla.
Yeah, so I was the project mentor for the Joomla team, and if you ever used WordPress, you came across the term multi-site. And the Joomla team said, hey, we can do that better. So they thought, hey, we will implement like a network site, multi-domain thing for Joomla also. So starting with the team, so a lot of Joomla guys, but also Drupal and Typo3 people joined the team. So they were an amazing team. They had a lot of fun. They also made a lot of buzz around everything. And they showed everyone else that it's not only about WordPress. So they achieved what they wanted to achieve.
Hold on. It's not only about WordPress?
Yeah, and that from a guy wearing a WordPress hat. So.
I guess, yeah, all right, thanks.
So they achieved what they wanted to achieve, like made the foundations for it, and now they have a year to prove us next year
Yay.
How it went.
Can't wait for that. Thank you so much, Lucas.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lucas. Cheers, man. Go get him.
So next up, we have a project that actually also won an award. So we had awards this year in 5 different categories, and it's maybe something worth mentioning here as well.
Go ahead.
Because we chose not making this about physical prizes or collectibles that you're going to take home. No, we wanted to support a charity event. After all, we are all members of the open source community, and we strive for creating a better web. So we thought, how can we support a charity and actually leave an impact and make a change in a future developer's life. So we chose to support Groundbreaker with a new initiative called Groundbreaker Talents. And we were able to collect enough money during the CloudFest Hackathon with our partners, but also with individual donators in the hackathon and companies that stood up like, this is an amazing opportunity for us to show our support. We are going to be able to fund scholarship for one female Ugandan developer to go through a full year of boot camp, and she's going to be ready anytime soon to be on the market as a junior developer, and I can't wait to find out who this is going to be and to see her next year
We have to find
on the CloudFest
we have to find a way to
Hackathon.
get her here. Right, so to sum up, any prizes, the money for the prizes is going to fund somebody in Uganda to learn how to code, right?
Yes, I mean, they
All
already...
right, come on, right? Come on.
That's a good thing, yeah. So, you can see on this slide that the next team won one of the awards, and it was actually the dream team of CloudFest Hackathon 2023, and the project was called Docs Dang It. Isn't that a cool name?
Docs Dang It, yep.
So please join us on stage. Alex.
Now, normally when I'm thinking of docs, I say much stronger words than dang it, but we'll go with docs dang it.
There you go.
Thanks, everyone. What we did actually during the hackathon is we realized like every WordPress developer, every beginner in WordPress is struggling to find the right code snippets or code examples which are relevant. So what we did, as Milana was and is documentation's team lead in WordPress.org, she came up with the idea like everything is documented in WordPress. So why not to build something like a WordPress search engine inside WordPress that will actually give you back relevant results? So our primary idea was only to go to WordPress code reference, WP CLI commands, to list only those resources. But then we actually added WordPress dev, and we added php.net. So if you go to the website docsdangit.it, you will actually, you can try actually how it works because it is full in production, and just type in like post update or whatever, and you will get like relevant code which is exactly for that purpose. And you can see here like, oh yeah, Elon Musk said that he will buy WordPress if we succeed. But we succeeded, but still no offer from him. So another lie from Elon. And our team was Andreas Hegel, David Beja, Kevin Butford, Sven Wagner, Karsten Frochwein, Luke Karbis, Jessica Lischik, Danuka Nuvan, and Alexander Savkovic, which is me. And our team lead is, as you can see, casting some PHP spells in the conference, Milana Tsap.
Yeah, give it up for Milana. She's awesome, and she was also the first female project lead at the CloudFest Hackathon, and that's something that we want to improve next year. We want to have more of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice job. Got it. Thank you. Next up, we have it's always that's the MariaDB health check. Is MariaDB folks here? Oh,
yes,
Andrew, you're right up
we
front.
have the
Come on,
project
come
lead here. Andrew, join us on stage.
Here you go. Tell us about the project.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so I really was in the deep end here because this is my first ever CloudFest, first ever hackathon, so why not lead a team? So yeah, the MariaDB health checks. We know that kind of WordPress kind of loves MariaDB and MariaDB loves WordPress, so why not kind of make it healthy for both sides of the equation? We created a plugin Well, in fact, my team did. I broke a lot of things, but my team kind of fixed it all along the way. And essentially, it checks the health of MariaDB. It tells you when you need to upgrade. It tells you, hey, if you do this one thing, your MariaDB will run a bit faster. It can show you a graph of metrics, which is on the next slide here.
There we go.
Showing you graph data of kind of how quickly your MariaDB is responding. So if you've installed a plugin and suddenly everything spikes up, you know that plugin was probably not a good idea. And yeah, essentially that's where we're at. We're a framework with that. The plugin is open source on GitHub right now. We are looking to get it in MariaDB.org. And that's all I got to say.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Andrew. And also I learned that it's MariaDB and not MariaDB, right? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Give it up for MariaDB again.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
next up, we have WebSpectre, and I think I didn't spot Anton in the room, but again, we have Lucas, who has been mentoring this project.
Thank you again.
WebSpectre.
So the WebSpectre team was like trying to solve an issue that many hosters have, like what is actually running on all my thousands of servers. So they developed a CLI tool that can check any vhost on all your servers and detect WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, typo-free, PrestaShop, Laravel, Composer, Python, Ruby, and .NET frameworks, and also provide you as a hosting company with all the information. And as a proof of concept, they not only delivered this CLI, but they also developed an integration in the Plesk web hosting panel. I think we even have a video, right? Yep.
There's a video.
So here you can see it scans now for all the applications on the server. It directly detects, hey, that's a WordPress, that's a .NET, that's Drupal, typo-free. And also, for example, as a hosting company, you can then use that information to provide the right tools to your customer. Like you see here now, they choose Composer and directly only show the tools and features of the Plesk panel that are directed for Composer. This is the CLI tool. Like, they have lots of options. You can even extend it if you have like a detection for your own frameworks or stuff, and then you get that nice little list of, hey, that's a Joomla website on that vhost with that version number. Yeah.
There we go.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Now, I want to point out, this was the first time, I've been at every hackathon for CloudFest, and this is the first time I've seen one of the projects support .NET. I can't remember it happening before, can you? So I think that's, first of all, I think it's really cool. We don't want to leave the .NETers behind too far, right?
So next up, we have an in-browser development tool for WordPress. And I do think we have a representative. Yeah, there we go. Welcome on stage.
There you go. Cheers.
This is Eric.
All right. So who here could guess that you could run PHP all directly in the browser? No server at all, right? So this was the light bulb moment a couple months ago with a project called WordPress Playground. And so what we did during this hackathon this past weekend is we said, okay, how do we take that first step and how do we apply it in different cases? So can we, I think the first one, we have a demo here. And so what this is doing is in the browser, we have a fully functioning WordPress, all running the no server database is SQLite. And you're able to modify code, and we're doing that right now. And you'll see after we make this change here, we're going to reload, and you'll see it all in the browser. No reloads. And after this, we also added CLI support also, which will show in just a second here. So again, all within the browser. You don't even need a development environment. You're able to kind of tinker around and play with WordPress. So this is a really fun experiment that we were able to get just in the 2 days. The next one, if you don't mind.
Yes.
So this is another one we did with Playground. And this is taking this in-browser WordPress and then putting it all inside of your editor, so Visual Studio Code in this case, why would we do this, right? Especially if we've already got the tooling to handle this in our daily use cases. And I think back to you know, a WordCamp or like a contributor day, right? You've got this person sitting side by side with a developer for the first time ever, and you're teaching them basic WordPress development, and you're able to, you know, show them how to write 3 lines of code and immediately see the change, right? Like that's a light bulb moment right there. And then this last one, this is really great because it's showing off all this same stuff, but applied directly on your mobile phone, right? So imagine in the browser, on your phone, Android in this case, writing code. We're going to load it up and then show you the block, right? And there it is.
Oh, that's it? Or did was I too fast?
Fun. All righty.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thanks, man. Cheers. Next up.
Next up, we have Team Statify. I've definitely seen representatives around. Am I wrong? I definitely am. Apologies. But again, we have Lucas who has been mentoring the project. So welcome back on stage.
The man for all hacks. That's Lucas.
No, it just means that Alain had his projects lead better at the hand around here. So
yeah, I instructed them to be here.
If you don't know Statify, it's a WordPress plugin that is focused on privacy, so it's about statistics and stuff inside your WordPress without any cookies and any third parties involved. And so the team behind it thought, hey, we have this great plugin, but we really need to improve it. We need to push it to the limits. And so they looked at a few issues, like making it faster, tracking search results on your page, replaced the static coded list of bots with something they can auto-load in. And they achieved quite a few things, like a new ACL that you can decide, okay, which of my users level can actually see the statistics. This was, I think, done by someone who's not even the developer, who just learned how to do it inside here.
Wow.
Then they added the new dashboard with the a nice graph that shows, okay, so this many search histories you had, those are the most searched terms. Here you can see one of the closed issues, and if you look at what is marked yellow, it was opened in 2018. So after nearly 5 years, we had luck. It was like a week before it turned 5. It was finally fixed by the team. They added a new REST API instead of the old one. And yeah, so according to them, it was a success, and I'm really proud they achieved so many things.
Awesome. A round of applause for that. Thank you. So next up is Team Cookie Analysis Tool. Anybody here? Yes, amazing.
There we go. Wonderful.
Welcome on stage, Benjamin.
Here you go. Here's your microphone right there.
All right. Yeah, most of you might run an application, might run a website or something. Who of you is running a website or your own service? Some of you do. And as we know, by mid-2024, all the third-party cookies that are used on your application or on your website will be blocked also in Google Chrome, already on other browsers, but also in Google Chrome, which is a very big platform. And we work together with the Google team, so two leads of Google, and they are currently working on the Privacy Sandbox, which is a feature within Google Chrome that will allow you, as the one who is running an application, to track your users somehow, but following privacy guidelines. And with this, what we built now, we wanted to create some awareness about this. So we decided to implement a Google Chrome extension, which is, by the way, downloadable from our repository as a release. And with this extension, you're able to identify all the third-party cookies that are currently used and that are currently providing some functionality to your application, and also pinning down what the functionality they provide. So we connected that with the database that gives you more detail about it. And this is something that really should support you, that should guide you, and in the end allow you where to go and where to connect to keep your application running. We had one example there. I see we have some slides. So for example, at the moment, if you go to nintendo.de, you sign in, you get forwarded to nintendo.com. Over there, you do the login process, and the cookie is set, which is then, if you go back to nintendo.de, a third-party cookie, because it's another site. For that means if you have such kind of a multi-site universe, a lot will break because of this third-party blocking in the future. So just for everyone who's running an application, maybe look into it, look into your third-party cookies that are currently used. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Nice job.
So next up is again an award-winning team.
Another award winner?
Another award winner.
Wonderful.
And actually, the award category was called Pitch Perfect, and it was about the best presentation.
You mean they won Pitch Perfect even though the presenter had such low enthusiasm and no energy?
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, for this project specifically, we were not expecting any energy. So please be prepared for the rock star of the CloudFest Hackathon for the best presentation. No pressure. Come to the stage, Lucio.
There you go.
Okay, that was definitely pressure. But okay, I would like to say that I'm jealous of the other people's slides because ours was not really good, but okay. Basically what we did was the WordPress one-time vulnerability analysis. What it means is that a lot of other tools that we have in the market nowadays, they only check for vulnerability on the code in a static way. And that's not really helpful because WordPress, as we know, has a lot of things and makes a lot of things under the hood. And I gave an example like here. If someone that is a WordPress developer can spot the vulnerability, basically, I have to be quick, right? Okay?
Oh, don't worry. All good.
Okay. So basically, the vulnerability here that I just created, but I have found this a lot of times in the wild, is that they were exposing a private node that was supposed to be private, but they were exposing in a public way. So then the tool will run on this code and see what is the wrong thing and report there on your dashboard or in a CLI way, and you can see exactly what is the attention needed for that piece of code. You can go there and check manually if it is indeed something dangerous or if it is not.
Nope.
Ah, okay. So basically, if anyone is interested in this, you can check right now the GitHub repository that I think it is not here, but you just come to me and I say to you, and test on your own plugins, and I can guarantee to you that you might, okay, guarantee that I might is a weird thing, but I can guarantee that you will be surprised with some results, because WordPress plugins have a lot of vulnerabilities, and it is better if you find as a developer than other person find, right?
And it's your mission to find them now.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Lucio.
Nice job. Nice job. All right, and we have another award winner coming up right now. It's Wapu
Exactly.
Gochi, right?
Wapu Gochi. Who in this room knows what a Wapu is? Oh, quite some people. For those who don't, my voice, excuse me. Oh, by the way, you're all gonna sound like this in 2 days from
No,
here.
she just gets really emotional with Wapu, right?
Oh,
She gets really emotional.
Yeah, that's actually very accurate too, but also I'm here already since a few days longer. So the Wapu is the official mascot from the WordPress community. Again, WordPress. And we had a team that had a brilliant idea on how to Wapuize your dashboard and bring in some gamification elements to the CloudFest Hackathon. And they created so much buzz on social media.
They did. They posted everywhere. They posted on social media sites that don't even exist yet.
Yeah,
That's
they
how much
created
did.
accounts. Like you will find Wapu Gochi everywhere you're going in the future. So let's find out what this project was about. Do we have people from the Wapu Gochi team here?
I believe Lucas Radke was here from the
Oh,
Wapugochi team, isn't he?
Lucas!
So,
We
yeah.
haven't seen you on stage yet. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Wapugochi, the name itself describes that little Tamagotchi thing I think most of us remember. And so the team tried to create an onboarding assistant for WordPress that guides you through all the crazy steps you need to do to use your WordPress and stuff with the Wapu in a gamified way. So the team, you can see here all the social medias they did. They were on GitHub, Twitter, Mastodon, Facebook, Instagram, and what else? So what they did is they developed this Wapugochi customizer, which is actually like you can pick certain things the Wapu can wear. For example, you can pick a hat, you can pick a different cloak, and all those things you can unlock by completing quests inside your WordPress dashboard, like create your first post, secure your website, and all this stuff. And if you have used like Word 98 or something, you remember Clippy in the left corner, and this is also where the Wapugochi is now living inside your WordPress application. And on each side you go where a new quest is available, it will ping up, hey, I have a quest for you, try to earn some pearls, I think, and then you can unlock new things.
Isn't the Wapu the cutest thing on earth? Like, I really love them. I really love them. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lucas, again. So the next project is very, very dear to my heart because it is a topic that so many conferences try to care about, but there's always something that can be improved. And we thought, let's not just make assumptions and pretend we have everything sorted out to make interactive tech events accessible. No, let's bring experts and people together that may have specific needs, and let's give them, first of all, a platform, but even more importantly, give us, event organizers, the opportunity to learn, to understand, and to make things better, more welcoming, and more inclusive. And for that, please, I'm very, very honored to welcome on stage Sean and Annemieke, Team Accessibility.
Oh, there we go. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Do you want to join the Lucas again?
Yeah. This is Lucas's twin brother, Larry Radke. No, here we go.
Yeah, we need to give a chair to him.
There's a microphone.
Okay. Hello, this is my first CloudFest in person and first hackathon, so I'm very honored to be here. Thank you.
Woo!
We realized that some problems preventing more inclusive and accessible interactive tech events. So we have created this amazing project with amazing 16 people.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really a great table that we have. So yeah, with this project will help event organizers to organize more inclusive than accessible events for everybody. We have created a website that lists all topics that you need. It also lists a guide that you can download to make your event more accessible, because you can just print it out, take your pen, and check for all types of disability with this guide. Then we have also created everything in GitHub. It's hosted on GitHub. The website is a11y-awareness.com. It is a11y-awareness.com. You can push your comments, your forks, your contribution to GitHub, because this is not for today. This is, makeup world and makeup events for the better for the future. So yes, please give your contributions to our project. I'm happy to share and say thank you to everyone.
Thank you so, so much.
Anna, if you would like to say something?
Yes, I'd like to add something to that.
Go ahead and please.
We take a lot of things for granted, if we can see, if we can hear, if we can move freely. But for a lot of people, doors are smacked in their face without us intending to do so. So this is something to put it in your mind. Remember it. There's so many people who either silently or loudly tell you, hey, we want to be here too. We also have something to give, something to share. We can teach you something, we can learn you something, we can learn something from you. And one of the most important things you all have to remember, nothing for us without us. That's what I wanted to give you, and I want to thank you, our awesome team, and I want to thank you, the CloudFest Hackathon organization. Thank you for having us. It was fantastic, and thank you, John, for being a great team lead, man.
Thank you very much. It's my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
All our pleasure.
See you next hackathon in the future.
Cheers. Nice to see you. Now, I think this next project, they just got greedy with the awards, didn't they? Look at that.
Yeah.
You can't even see the Colosseo. It just takes the entire screen, for goodness sake.
Yeah, so in this case, it's definitely last but not least. This project was the winning one in 3 categories, and one of those, the overall CloudFest Hackathon 2023 winner, and also winning the Future of the Web Award and the Visionary Catalyst Award. So I'm pretty sure you're really, really curious now what this project called Eco Mode is about. And I welcome on stage Jolt.
There you go, welcome.
Hello. So, Eco Mode. The task was to create something for WordPress that each and every individual website can install and install to aim to reduce carbon footprint and save energy in WordPress. Well, how we can do that? Basically, we got this idea of reducing the HTTP requests that the idle WordPress website sends out. There are many mechanisms in WordPress that are just consuming bandwidth, like checking, hey, this plugin needs updated, and it's doing this very frequently, and nobody cares, nobody observes. This is running in the background, and nobody observes. But this creates a lot of traffic, and so yeah, basically it consumes energy, right? CPU, memory, and the idea came, okay, what if we make a plugin that everyone can just install, tweak, and developers, we created a small API that each developer, when they create a plugin, they can hook into this into our plugin, and then they will have a dashboard from where it's possible individually just to tweak to tweak down the frequency of these HTTP requests happening. So, and by this, we made a pretty interesting calculation that this plugin, if we install it on one website, the saving and the carbon footprint is quite small, but it's more intended for big hostings to offer this plugin, and then we made a rough calculation, so installing a blank WordPress website, and for example, a hosting company with 250,000 websites can save like 8 tons of carbon.
Yeah, that's, well.
And okay, the energy saving, we didn't calculate it, but this 8 tons with 250,000 websites of a hosting, I mean, imagine how.
Yeah.
If you multiply this with millions, then, oh, okay. And this is for random HTTP requests going on, but nobody cares. And it doesn't break the website if you just tune it down. So
yeah,
it's it's just another source where you can
and our planet needs those initiatives, and we all have a responsibility in tech, don't we? So this is definitely something in terms of sustainability that we should, please.
Yeah.
So you get an idea why this project was so promising in terms of having a long-time sustainable impact. And I can't wait to see what it is going to end up, and hopefully as a canonical plugin, changing the WordPress world
we
for the
continue to
better
work on this.
to help our planet. Thank you so much, Scholt.
Cheers. Our champion award winners, folks, come on.
And with that being said, the CloudFest Hackathon is really over now. It is a little sad, but the good news is there's going to be a next edition. And if I'm not completely mistaken, it should be around March 15 to March 17, because there's also going to be a next CloudFest in 2024.
Right. And I hope you all come. I hope you bring more people with you. I hope we have more capacity to take even more people in next time. Thank you all. Thank the sponsors.
Thank you so much. See you in 2024.
Cheers, everybody.